The way they were able to go around arenas across the country and sell them out, and little girls are now dreaming about being like Caitlin. It has been great to watch.
Picture two of the most iconic figures in sports facing off on the biggest stage, sparking a rivalry that thrills fans and has millions holding their breath. Who will step up and seize the moment?
We mentioned Larry Bird. And obviously we know the rivalry that you two had and how important you two coming into the league. 2 years ago in the women's NCAA championship, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark had a moment, which I immediately compared to you and Larry. And they have translated to the WNBA in a lot of very mirrored ways. Do you like that comparison, and do you see where that is going?
Joy, I love.
Now, jump to the WNBA, where Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have sparked an intense rivalry that has fans hooked. But what unfolds when a legendary figure like Magic Johnson weighs in with his perspective on the clash?
They dominated in college.
As you both did.
Yes. And then they brought it over to the WNBA, just like we brought it to the NBA. We changed the NBA. They changed the WNBA.
He doesn't just draw astonishing parallels to his own epic battles with Larry Bird. He also sides with one player in a surprising twist, leaving Angel Reese shocked and sending Caitlin Clark's fans into a frenzy. So, who did Magic Johnson support, and what could this mean for their escalating rivalry?
Everything that these young ladies been fighting for, they're about to
get ready. This isn't just any rivalry. It's a pivotal moment for women's basketball, and Magic Johnson's insight will leave you stunned. When he reflected on his legendary battles with Larry Bird, no one anticipated him drawing a direct connection to the heated competition in the WNBA. Yet his unexpected perspective is sparking a major conversation. Whose side did he choose, and what could it mean for the future of the game?
They end up getting private planes now. They're going to get more money in terms of salary because of the new bargaining agreement that the NBA and WNBA did together. It's just amazing.
The Lakers-Celtics rivalry of the 1980s was more than just basketball. It was a clash of cultures, a battle of wills, and a force that transformed the sport. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird weren't merely rivals. They were titans who elevated the NBA to unprecedented heights. From 1980 to 1989, their fierce competition drove 8 NBA Finals appearances, with one or both in every championship series of the decade. Now, Magic sees a strikingly familiar intensity in the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Could this be the next monumental showdown to redefine the WNBA?
Nobody can stop talking about Caitlin Clark. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether we're praising her outstanding play, or whether we're critiquing her every statement, Caitlin Clark continues to occupy the minds of a lot of folks. She's living rent-free.
These two rookies didn't just make a name for themselves in the NCAA. They shattered records and captivated millions, bringing unprecedented attention to women's sports. Their NCAA tournament showdown wasn't just a game. It was a spectacle that had the entire nation watching, echoing the excitement of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's legendary battles. Now, as Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese bring that momentum into the WNBA, they're doing more than competing. They're laying the groundwork for what could become one of the league's most defining rivalries. Could this be the spark that propels women's basketball to an entirely new level?
Do you remember race being a major component in sports back in the 80s or the 90s? You remember when Michael Jordan came along and everybody fell in love with the guy? We loved Michael Jordan because he was a great player. Is it not okay to love Caitlin Clark because she's a great player?
For Magic Johnson, this isn't merely about individual talent. It's about the transformative power of competition. In his eyes, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have the same potential to elevate the WNBA that he and Larry Bird brought to the NBA. Could their rivalry be the spark that reshapes the league entirely?
Caitlin Clark has the blessing of Withrow's birthday, 2-2.
Similar shooters, me and Clark back in my heyday with her heyday.
Is this also white privilege?
Could be.
Then he dropped a bold statement, one that sent shockwaves through the sports world and sparked a fiery debate. What exactly did he say that has everyone talking?
What exactly was your white privilege? You know, my white privilege was having a mother and father. Why is that a privilege?
When asked about the similarities between his legendary clashes with Larry Bird and the growing tension between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, Magic Johnson didn't hold back. He gave a pointed response that immediately ignited the debate. So, whose side did he end up taking?
I never hear anybody. All I hear is guys like Ryan Clark or Megan Rapinoe or Sue Bird saying, good, she acknowledges her white privilege. So how is her privilege? What is her privilege? Hey, man, you stick that thing in a woman, you become a dad, be a dad. That's not a privilege. That speaks to more of what others aren't doing than what some are doing.
Magic Johnson's respect for both players' competitive fire was clear, yet there was something about Caitlin Clark that struck a deeper chord with him. What is it about her game that mirrors Magic's own journey? As Magic reflected on their impact, he made one thing clear. Caitlin Clark's style, resilience, and breathtaking performances struck a familiar chord. Her ability to captivate audiences and energize fans in the WNBA reminded him of the transformative influence he once had on the NBA. Could Clark be the game-changer women's basketball has been waiting for?
I would never say that because I had a mom and dad, I was privileged. That's not privilege. That's just how you create a base.
Drawing parallels between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's rivalry and his own legendary battles with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson made a statement that sent shockwaves through the sports world. He praised Clark's dominance in college, leading Iowa to historic victories while breaking records once thought untouchable. Her clutch performances, exceptional court vision, and deep shooting range marked her as a generational talent. But what truly resonated with Magic was her relentless drive to win, the same edge he recognized in himself during his playing days. "She's got that it factor," Magic said. "She's not just playing to win. She's playing to inspire." For Magic, Clark's rise wasn't just about stats or trophies. It was about how she's capturing the imagination of young girls across the country. From the moment Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, the league experienced a surge in viewership, merchandise sales, and arena attendance. The conversation wasn't just about her skills, it was about her impact. While Angel Reese has her own compelling story and undeniable talent, it was Clark's ability to transform the landscape of women's basketball that Magic found most reminiscent of his own journey. This clear favoritism didn't go unnoticed. Fans and analysts quickly recognized Magic's alignment with Clark, interpreting his remarks as a nod to her as the player propelling the WNBA into a new era. But Johnson didn't stop at praising Clark. He went further, reflecting on how her rivalry with Reese. Magic Johnson highlighted how the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is transforming the WNBA, much like his battles with Larry Bird elevated the NBA. Their fierce competition has driven record viewership, packed arenas, soaring merchandise sales, and inspired a new generation of players. Beyond the fans, their impact has led to tangible league improvements, from higher salaries to upgraded travel, showing just how much their on-court battles are reshaping women's basketball. Magic Johnson can't ignore what Caitlin Clark has done. She's box office. While her rivalry with Angel Reese has sparked debates and social media feuds, it's also driven growth and innovation in the WNBA. By siding with Clark, Magic casts her as the face of this cultural moment, with Reese as her main challenger. Their showdown is reshaping women's basketball, boosting visibility, and inspiring a new generation. Whether you agree with Magic or think Reese deserves more credit, one thing's clear: this rivalry is driving the WNBA into a bold new era.